here, coming with another video review. And today, I'll be taking a look at Magic Square Red Cannon, identified as MSB-07. It is their take on a Legends scale Sideswipe. Here's his size compared to a soda can. He's tiny. Let's go ahead and pull him in close and look at the details. As you can see, he is based on a Lamborghini Countach, I believe. Mostly red, tiny bit of silver, black, and a small amount of white and gunmetal gray. View from above and below. Fairly simple design, but I mean, for something this small, what do you expect? He rolls fairly well. You know, the wheels are just riveted on. They do work pretty good. Doesn't really have many play features. You can't really put the weapons on there anywhere. One thing I don't like is the plastic this is made of, with the exception of the windows. It feels kind of, I don't know, chalky. Not exactly cheap, because it feels fairly sturdy, but it feels... I don't know how to describe it. It's just chalky. Like, it doesn't feel right. But it gets the look down just fine. So, speaking of, let's go into the transformation, which is a little annoying, specifically back here. I really don't like the way the legs transform. I have their Red Alert, which I will be reviewing next week, and his transformation is much better. So, let's get started then, shall we? First thing you do is basically just crack this in half. You need to get these tabs out of there. And you've got these panels you need to get out from under the sides of the car. Pull the entire side out on these sliders. Bring it up, flip these panels in. Bring these panels so that they sit perpendicular like that. And then just sort of let that hang out. Again, bring this out. Fold that in. Bring this up. And just sort of let it hang there. Go ahead and split the legs. You want to take this section and slide it down. Fold the spoiler back. Do the same thing over here. Slide it down on this track. Fold the spoiler back there. Bring up the cod piece. And there is a tab right here that'll go into that slot right there. And do the same thing on the other side. And then just compress that. See if I can get a better shot. Just compress that pin. Flip out the toe on both feet. And then just take the waist and swivel it around. Take the front of the car, wiggle loose off of these tabs, and just move it up on the slider, swing it around like that. Bring the arms out to the side, right about there. Bring this white section down parallel. Get everything out. Straighten the arms out. And then tuck the wheels into the body. Bring the arms down. Get the elbows pointing forward. Rotate the hand. Bring the wheels in. Get the shoulders set up right. Bring down the arm. Rotate the elbows. Rotate the hand. Bring this white panel all the way down. Push the hood all the way up on that slider. And then just sort of nestle everything in there. And there you have Magic Square Red Cannon, or Sideswipe, in robot mode. And just to continue where we left off, here's his size compared to a soda can. Pretty much exactly what you expect for a Legends Class figure. The details are fairly decent in this mode, and the paint scheme is basically the same. Red, black, white, silver, and a bit of gunmetal gray, with a small amount of translucent blue now added in. View from above and below. He does have light piping in his head, but it's not. It shows up actually better on camera than it does in person, surprisingly enough. His articulation is fairly good for what you would expect so out of a third-party figure, but the arm can go out that far to the side, can go that far if you use that transformation joint. Since it's on a ball joint, it can go all the way around, and you get a little bit of wiggle. Alright, the head's just on a swivel. Not bad. You have a swivel just below the shoulder, goes all the way around. Gets stuck though. You have a double jointed elbow. The first joint can bend to just under 90 degrees, and you can finish off with a full bend with the second joint. You have a basic swivel on the hand, but it does the job. You get a swivel that can go all the way around at the waist, and even a bit of an ab crunch, which is nice. Legs can go forward that far, back that far, out to the side all the way. Get a fairly good swivel just below the hip. Just shy of 90 degrees at the legs, and the feet are very articulated for their size. They can go all the way around, which is completely nuts. You get a absurd ankle tilt, and you even get a little bit of wiggle on the toe. So he can pretty much take just about any pose you want to put him in. Although it helps if you are more imaginative with poses than I am. One thing I really don't like about this figure are his legs, the way that they work. Of course, you're going to make a liar of me now, but these panels that are the sides of the legs don't hold in very well. So, like, you can be posing him, and then, you know, this just will pop off, and then that ends up sliding up. The legs just aren't secure in general. In fact, in general, honestly, the only thing I don't like about this figure's transformation is the legs. I think it's a bit try-hard, I suppose. But enough belly aching. Let's get on to the accessories. He does come with two. He has his basic gun, molded in white with a little bit of black paint. As you can see, it's very detailed for its size. Just has a little post. You can just plug that into his hand. Maybe. Come on. Due to the shape of the hand, it can be a little tricky. But he holds it decently well. I mean, it's not, you know, gonna flop off. And you've got his shoulder cannon, which is actually molded in off-white with a little bit of dark gray, and a simulated launching button. You just have this slot on this panel right here. Goes onto these one of these tabs on the shoulder. Let's see if I can actually... You sort of have to rock it to get it all the way down. You can get it. Theoretically, you can put it on either shoulder, but it's supposed to go on the left shoulder. It does have a hinge, so it can move up and down for, you know, poses and shooting and that. One thing that's neat is you can actually get it so that it looks like he is aiming it and firing it. So it's a fairly decent little figure. I was thinking about doing my collection in Legends scale, but after getting just 3 of them, I decided not exactly my cup of tea. I'll just deal with some of the vehicle modes looking a little bit out of whack. But that's pretty much it. Fairly simple little figure. That has been my review for the Legends scale sized Red Cannon MSB-07 from Magic Square. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.